Hey guys, it is me, Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, getting ready to push out some videos for you guys. Yes, I know this is kind of, but okay, so hope y'all are all doing well. Y'all are? Good, 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 good. I'm glad that y'all are. Well, I know that everybody isn't, but the ones that are, I'm glad you are. The ones that's not, I hope you do get better. All right, so this is your first time visiting the channel. Do me a favor. Check out some things in my playlists first. I know y'all tired of hearing me saying this speech, but a lot of people just jump on board and subscribe to me because I did a favorite artist of theirs. But I would rather have you subscribe to me because you like who I am as a person overall, not just because I do reaction videos, but check out some other videos in my playlist. And all right, you do it that way and then subscribe to me, I'd appreciate it. I really would. So I got a request here to do a song by Dispatch, and it's called Dear Congress. And this request came by this request came from Elizabeth Johnson. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right on into it. Let's see what this is about.
We'd like to dedicate this next song to the students that led the March for Our Lives rally yesterday. As a band, we've been pretty amazed that there seems to be a polarity between two worlds when really there isn't. We're okay with guns as long as it's really, really, really hard to get them. So universal background checks would just be the right thing to do to protect life.
And this goes out to especially all those high school kids leading the way, knocking some sense into the grown-ups. No hands to warm, no bedtime story, no lullaby, no little steps in the middle of the night. And now our nation's numb.
Is this what our forefathers had in
mind? What is happening in Washington? 'Cause it's not enough. Your thoughts and prayers, you send your love, you say you care, but you are not my baby. Oh, but my heart has died, standing alone in this empty room, except for my child, but she's not really there. And all the people have gone, and I wanna pick her up and take her home. I can't bear to leave her here. It's not enough. Your thoughts and prayers, you send your love, you say you care, but you are not my baby. Oh, bless the child, oh, rest their souls. I bet those lawmakers don't know this feeling that it's not enough. Your thoughts and prayers, you send your love, you say you care, but you are not my baby. Can you do something so that there's not more gone babies?
26, 58, 49, 14, 12, 27, 13, 32, 17.
All right, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the message out there about gun violence. Now, Miss Johnson, Elizabeth Johnson, I'm pretty sure you might get some mixed comments on this one right here. And I'm not just necessarily talking about from me. I'm talking about just from the people that might be watching this live. So, you know, because everybody got their opinion and what they think about guns. Now, if you asking me what do I think about it, same thing I say about drugs. They're not going to go anywhere. Are drugs illegal? Yes, they are. Are drugs still out in the street? Are drugs still rampant and even increasing ever more? Yes, they are. Now, yeah, people can do all day long. I mean, I can sit here and tell you, oh yeah, they need to have like a more, strategic way of having people to go through certain pathways to get a gun. But the only thing is, it's not going to keep people from getting a gun, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. We mean on the streets, Chicago, all you gotta do is ask. Hey, who got some heat? Who y'all know got heat? People gonna be able to get a gun. So my point in saying all that is that just because, and I know some of y'all not gonna agree with it. And I'm pretty sure if this go viral or whatever you want to call it, I might have some people coming saying I'm definitely for it. No. Coming from the streets, trust me, we do not want any violence. But y'all know how many murders I've seen, how many people I've seen packing guns, how many people I've seen shooting guns at somebody, whatever. I mean, that was almost like a part of life. I mean, you know what I mean? So my point in saying all that is, problem is that, after mass media can press so much stuff in people's head that people start to repeat what the masses are saying. So they say guns kill. No, guns don't kill. People kill. Okay, I know this might sound really elementary. If you in Africa amongst lions, did the lion kill you or did the lion's claws and teeth kill you? Y'all get what I'm trying to say? I know it might sound stupid, like, oh, well, that's different. No, I'm dead serious. If you get killed by a bear, did the bear kill you or did the bear claws and teeth kill you? I know it sounds super elementary and stupid, but that's what I'm saying. Anything can become a weapon. You don't believe me? Prison. Those dudes can make shanks out of some of anything. They can sit there and make shanks out of paper and they're spit. I talked to guys that done that, talk about things like how they sit there and they chew paper up and spit it out, then they formed it because your saliva can make things harden. And they can sit there and form it and let it harden over, put it in a little window they got and let it harden in the sun, or they just leave it out behind the toilet, let it harden a little bit. Then they put more, they spit on there, chew up some paper, keep on making it to a fine tip. They can make shanks out of that stuff like that. Or sit there and take a toothbrush and scrape it on the floor till it forms like a nice little sharp edge. So is it the toothbrush that's doing the killing or is it the person that's doing the killing? Now, like I said, I tell y'all in the beginning, I'm not into politics or anything like that at all. I don't pay attention to politics, none of that. What I do pay attention to is what my patients come and tell me, what family come and tell me, or what somebody said, have you checked this out? Or somebody said, oh, you see those kids marching, like this video right here? I knew what he's talking about because everybody in the world heard when the boy shot up the school. I mean, I was in high school. I think I was a freshman or something when Columbine and all that stuff happened. But my point in saying all that is I know you want to make it hard for people to get those things, but anything can become a weapon. Is it bad if a kid went to school and he stabbed 6 kids in the throat versus somebody took a gun and shot 15 kids? One death is already terrible enough, period. I mean, coming up in the big city, it was always a drive-by and the wrong kid got shot by the bullet. You know what I mean? So I'm saying it's not the weapons, it's not the knife, it's not the sharpened toothbrush or the sharpened paper, or I don't know, it can be this pen right here. John Wick killed people with a pencil. I mean, some of y'all are not going to catch that. But my point in saying all it is, people kill people. You choke somebody to death. I didn't kill them. I didn't choke them. My hands did it. That's all I'm saying is that I don't want nobody to try to label me saying that I'm for guns or I'm against guns. What I am for is people living, period. Well, if you're for people living, then it means we shouldn't have no gun. No, because a person living can also be them protecting themselves if somebody's attacking them. So my point is that they can take the guns away. They can make it to where it's hard for people to get the guns. And I mean, I don't care if they say you got to be 28 years old before you get a gun and you got to have this and that. You got to have a clean record, never been to jail, never had a criminal background. You can do that all you want to, but people still gonna be able to get you a gun off the street. I'm serious. It's just like drugs. How do people get into drugs? By word of mouth or something like that. Then you do it. Even though drugs are illegal, you still find a way to. Kids still find a way to get cocaine. They still find a way to get weed. They still find a way to get meth. You know what I'm trying to say? So my point in saying all that is that it's awesome that they can do the marching and talk about end gun violence, but that's been going on since we were kids. I mean, people, we stop the black on black crime, stop the gun violence, stop the drive-bys, stop this. quit the gun violence. But the point is that that heat still makes its way. When I say heat, I'm talking about guns. Guns still make their way to the streets for somebody to be able to get one, whether they scratch the serial number and all that stuff out, whatever, they still gonna find their way to the streets. So when it all comes down to it, it starts at home, parenting. It all is gonna come down to that. Living in Florida, those kids were sitting there shooting rifles, hunting and all that stuff. They 7, 8, 9 years old, shooting rifles and all that stuff like that. It's all how they were taught about guns, to respect the gun, to know what the gun is. And these people I've known, which is tragic, what I'm about to say, you hear about a kid picking up a gun and pointing and accidentally shot another kid or whatever like that. That kid, I guarantee, was not taught about guns. They weren't taught about it. So like in Florida, a lot of the kids, they go hunting all the time with their parents. They know about guns. They know how to turn the safety on. They know that when it's in the house to take the chamber out, make sure there ain't no bullet in the chamber. You know what I mean? Take the clip out, make sure ain't no bullet in the chamber, nothing like that. They know how to take the gun apart, put the gun back together. They're not even teenagers yet, but they learn about guns. Now, they know the rules of the house. If mom and dad is not there, you're not going to go nowhere near or touch that gun, are you? You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how people are brought up, just like the same notion as, we have this thing where you have to be a certain age to do certain things. To me, I think a lot of times that can be a limitation. There's kids that's in Florida one lady, she had a grandson. This boy was 3 years old, can ride a four-wheeler better than me, jumping hills. He was 3 years old, jumping hills on a four-wheeler, doing all kind of stuff. But what if somebody was to say, you can't do that until you're 10? You know what I mean? So my point in saying all that is that it's not going to stop the gun violence, because the heat's still going to make its way to the streets. Whether they get it illegally or whether they get it legally, it's still going to make its way to the street. I'm not even here trying to dispute no amendments or anything like that and say, no, it's your amendment to be able to carry a weapon. I don't even talk about that. My point is that it's not going to stop it from going there. So mark my words, to this day, this is January the 4th, 2019. And if we go next year to this very date, I guarantee you still going to hear about gun violence, whatever like that. I don't care how strict they make it. The heat's still going to make its way. Some states you don't even have to have a permit. You know what I mean? You don't even have to have a license to carry, nothing like that. You just have to keep it concealed. So it's not going to go anywhere. And like I said, I hate that if a kid got some heat off the street, decided to go into a school, shoot it up, it's not going to be we should have, how did the boy get the gun? It don't matter. And you ain't going to never find out how he got the gun. The heat came off the streets. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. So I hate that there was an assault weapon that he did it with and all this stuff like that, which I know exactly what they're talking about. But again, it's not going to change nothing if they put this stuff into law to where you got to be a certain age or certain restrictions, whatever like that, because kids find their way to drugs, they find their way to meth, they find their way to marijuana, they find their way to cocaine, they find their way to ecstasy, whatever. They find their way to acid. They can find a way to get a gun. It's that simple. So, and the thing is too, the way I feel about that is that anything can possibly become a weapon. What if somebody just sat there? You can go on YouTube right now and find out how to become skillful, with a knife, how to slice somebody in a certain way or where to cut. You can look this stuff up all on the internet, how to do all that. So then if a kid came to school and just went down, through the classroom, just slicing the neck, slicing the artery, slicing here, slicing that, then what they're going to do? Well, they're going to ban all knives. They're going to make knives harder to get. So it's not the gun that's the issue. It's the people or the person that has the gun. And again, like I said, no matter what, I know a lot of y'all going to disagree with me on this, which is totally fine. Just be civil about it, like I'll always tell y'all, is this. The stuff starts at home. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care about we need to have more laws, no matter what. All these laws and things that we have into play right now, if you taught your child at home from a very young age how to respect authority, respect guns, respect weapons, respect the man, respect the woman, if you taught that stuff at a young age, you wouldn't be having to deal with it right now. It wouldn't even be an issue right now. Then it's like, oh, wait a minute. Now, after they sat there and shot up 30-something kids in the school or something like that, now we want to delve into, hey, look at his psychological issues that he had. He was this was going on. He was passed around. He was adopted. He didn't have his real parents. Okay. So you see that and say that's the issue. But what about the kids that can potentially become what that kid is right now? That's right now going through the adoption system or the fostering system, that not with their real parents or nothing like that. Are you checking right now? Is a system checking right now to make sure those kids are okay mentally? Are they getting them counseling or psychiatric help or Big Brother? Are they getting them into programs where somebody's there to help them so they won't be possibly becoming one of those people that's going a school shooting massacre or whatever like that? You see what I'm saying? It's always like they want to wait till after the person committed the crime to say, this is what happened. It all started with his childhood. But then yet, y'all want to try to keep parents from disciplining their kids in their childhood because, I mean, it's so messed up. I know I done went on about this, guys. But anyway, nice song there. Glad those guys was trying to help those kids and dedicate a song to those kids that are marching and all that good stuff like that. So kudos to you, Elizabeth Johnson. I never heard of these people dispatch, and it was called Dear Congress, trying to get some things done, all that good stuff like that. But I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, about to check out. I hope you guys all have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all in Jesus' name.